the top 10 players in the NBA. This list changes every year, but we're going to do the top 10 players in the NBA heading into the 2024-25 season. We'll start with my honorable mention, and this is going to get some of y'all mad. Kevin Durant. Now, he is lighting it up at the Olympics right now, but after last season, he gets swept in the first round by the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Big Three failure. He has had little success since leaving Golden State, has not made it back to a conference finals since leaving Golden State. So I really just cannot put him higher on this list. He could be 10, but I just don't think Kevin Durant is a top 10 player in the National Basketball Association heading into 2024. A lot of you guys are going to get mad. He's the greatest scorer of all time. He's such a talented offensive player, but I think there's 10 players better than him. Number 10, Jalen Brunson. After the season Jalen Brunson had last year, after what he's done since arriving in New York, I can't leave him off this list. He has become an absolute superstar. He has saved that New York Knicks franchise. They are legit contenders in the East coming into next season. If they didn't get hurt last season, there was a time against the Pacers where their entire team was out due to injury during the second round. If they didn't get hurt last year, they would have been in the conference finals. And Jalen Brunson has been spectacular over the last 2 years with the Knicks, and he's my number 10 on the list. Number 9, I got Steph Curry. Now, he's dropped a lot over the past year or two, but Steph Curry is still that guy, the best shooter in the NBA. On my list, he's the third best point guard, and I still think Steph Curry has a lot left in the tank. The Warriors will probably not be a winning team this year. They missed out on Lauri Markkanen. It sounds like they don't even want to go and get like a Zach LaVine or any of these other guys that can help them win. I think they're going to be a fringe play-in team this year, which sucks because Steph Curry still has, as I said, a lot in the tank to compete, but it seems like the Warriors are going to suck. But that shouldn't take away from Steph Curry, who has had a tremendous career and is still a fantastic player. Number 8, and I feel like this is too low for him, is Anthony Edwards. Now, he had a great season last year, took his team to the conference finals, and is one of the future faces of the league, but I think he needs to put together another really good season, and he could move into the top 5 in my opinion, but I think this is too low for him. If you guys kill me in the comments for this one, I don't blame you, but I have Ant at 7. At 8, at 7, I have LeBron James. I still think LeBron is one of the best players in the NBA. Year 20, averaging 25, 6 and 8 in year 20? Like, that is unheard of. He is still a fantastic passer. He has, as he ages, he's gotten better in the shooting department, and LeBron James is still a terrific basketball player. Again, the Lakers are probably going to be a play-in team. They've wasted his talents, and it sucks to see. Number 6 is Joel Embiid. He's been awful in the Olympics, but you can't take away the fact that he is a fantastic player on both ends of the court. And, you know, it's just health with him. He can't stay healthy. It has costed the 76ers over the past few years. And I think he may be a bit too high on my list. Now that I'm looking at my list, I kind of see some flaws, but it is my list. He hasn't been to a conference finals, so that is a big detriment on his resume. But you cannot deny the fact that he's an MVP, that he is a fantastic two-way player. Number 5 is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai has just exploded since arriving in OKC. Fantastic player. Just the prototypical point guard you want in today's NBA. Can stretch the floor. You know, really good passer. Defensively, he's gotten better, but we want to see him take the next step on defense. And I love Shai's game, and I think with that young OKC team, I think they're going to be a finals contender this year. Number 4 is new NBA champion Jayson Tatum. Jayson Tatum has taken over the mantle, I think, as the most hated player in the NBA. Y'all need to stop hating on this man. He just won the finals, and don't act like he got carried. He nearly put up a triple-double in the closing game. He was fantastic over those last couple of games in the finals, and he deserves his flowers. He has gotten so much better on the defensive end since he came into the league. He can stretch the floor. He really has no weaknesses in his offensive game. He's gotten better as a passer, and Jayson Tatum is my number 4. Now, I'm going to shock you guys with this. Number 3 is Luka Doncic. Fantastic season last year for Luka. Led the Mavs to the finals. Established himself as a bona fide superstar and a face of the league. He is a future face of the league, and he's currently one of the faces of the league. I love Luka Doncic's game. Defensively, he needs to improve. That's the biggest reason why he's not number 2 for me. But offensively, again, he has no flaws. One of the greatest passers. I think he's one of the greatest passers of all time. That's going to shock some of you. I think just the way he sees the court is generational. Obviously, shooting, he is a high-volume shooter, but when he knocks him down, you can't blame him. And he is a savvy finisher. I have Luka at 3. And number 2, I have Giannis. Now, Giannis has struggled with injuries over the past, I'd say, 2 seasons. But when Giannis Antetokounmpo is healthy, there's not a better two-way player in the NBA. Again, he has some flaws on the offensive side with his shooting, but he is an unstoppable force when he's at the rim. He's a fantastic two-way player. He can guard all 5 positions on the court, which is something that is extremely rare. You can't name a lot of players in NBA history who are able to guard all 5 positions. Giannis can do that, and I think the Bucks are going to have a bounce-back season this year. Are they going to be, top-tier finals contenders? Maybe not, but they're going to have a bounce-back season. Number 1, I think this is unanimous at this point. Nikola Jokic. The Nuggets imploded at the end of last season against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I felt like they were the best team in the West. They got a little worse this offseason, but when you have Nikola Jokic, you are going to be a finals contender. This guy is insane. Defensively, he has a little flaws, but again, he has no flaws on the offensive side of the ball. He is an elite passer. He is a fantastic shooter for his size. He is an elite finisher, and Nikola Jokic is the best player in the NBA. Looking back at my list, there are some things I would change. I think I'd put Anthony Edwards a little higher. I think I'd drop Joel Embiid a little lower. But other than that, I think I have a good list. Let me know what you think about my list in the comments section. You guys probably have a lot of angry opinions about it, but thank y'all for watching. I'll see you guys next time.